And welcome back to the stream. We are about to get started with our game 2 against Ferris State. Let me bounce into our caster voice channel and we will be ready to start talking with them. Okay. And welcome back to our second game of the night. Final game of the night, even.
Final game.
The tournament, at least for Wayne State.
Well, for everyone, actually.
For everyone.
Unless, for some reason, there's a tiebreaker.
Let's check the standings real quick. Let's see, is there even a possibility of a tiebreaker? I will check the Discord.
Let's see. It does
It's
appear
24-11.
that there might be a tie. Wait, let's see.
Go to the
Okay,
league.
no, never mind. There will not be a tiebreaker as CMU did forfeit against Eastern. Eastern being first seed with 3 wins and Central being last with 3 losses and 0 wins. So that sort of confirms that Eastern will be in first place.
They forfeited their game, so they are 0-4 actually.
Well, yes.
Oh wait, actually they might be 0-5 actually, because they might forfeit against GVSU since they forfeit against Eastern.
Oh, possibly.
Oh, maybe a. Gotta plug the Twitch in the Twitch.
Twitch.
It looks like Rolly misspelled Twitch.
I missed. Oh, okay. I thought that was me that misspelled it. Okay.
You're always on that, dude.
So currently the standings appear to be 4-0 Eastern, Wayne State with a 3-1, GVSU 2-2, Western loses so they are 1-3, and Ferris wins so they are 2-2. So there's a breaker appearing for third place, but first and second place appear to be locked in, with Eastern locking down that first place spot and Wayne State guaranteeing their second place.
Oh, let's go.
There is a tiebreaker for third.
Who'd you say is in ties for third right now?
In ties for third would be GVSU and Ferris. So if Wayne State beat Ferris now, they will be sent to the 5th spot, and GVSU will claim third place. I believe, if my math is correct. I am known for having bad math, so...
It is okay. We're only NA.
Yeah, we are NA. That's also what my math teacher told me in high school. But instead of us, it's just you.
Well, that is, in fact, high school and not college. So, I trust that you've gotten better. Please don't say otherwise.
I'm pretty sure my college professor would say the same thing. If I did have a college math professor. Good thing I'm not a math major.
Yeah, dodge that stuff.
Yes, exactly. That's why I went for secondary education history or social studies, so I didn't have to do math.
I would like to point out that ENC Mans is, in fact, a professional coach.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's a good, some good information. Let's see if he coached this Ferris team well. Do you know from what team?
Enclave, Hyperion, and Click. I don't know what that means. I don't know who those people are. little investigation concludes that I am not fast enough at reading for live investigations.
I found it. ENC, Encore Esports,
Ah,
I believe.
okay. Oh, he is in fact from the UK, I believe.
He is from the UK, so
Very impressive. He's staying up very late, probably past his bedtime, to be here, and I appreciate that.
good respect. I know a friend from the UK, and he stayed up for a lot of things. So good respect for the people across the pond.
Oh man, short stack, you're making me have vertigo here, man.
Well, just don't look at him. Just look away. Turn off your screen. It's easy.
Hey, epilepsy warning. I will say, Gray, in game, can we fix that top portion of the team names? Because they're still showing some part of the map, and it's affecting me.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. If I have to, if I must.
Please do.
I also cannot join spectators because of Cesuri. So,
Thanks, Cesuri.
Of course, Missouri.
Let me. How about I leave 1 pixel of map? Is that okay with you?
Please, please.
Humbly beseeching. Let's go.
I spelled humbly wrong.
Yes, but I wasn't gonna call.
Good thing
attention
I'm
to
not
it.
an English major as well.
It is okay. Well, aren't you supposed to be teaching people English?
I am a social studies major, okay? I teach history. I
Okay.
teach economics. Wait, that's math. Not that
Oh,
word.
backpedal.
Uh, I meant to say. There we go. I meant to say I'm not very good.
Well, I can't
And
wait.
This just
Other than-
in. Mans is actually from America and not England.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually
my.
blind.
Misinformation.
Misinformation, of course. It's from our media manager, of course. How about we bring in Mans for a quick interview?
I would like to point out that I am the social media manager, not social media reader. It is not my job to read people's social media.
Mans, if you're able, we would love to have you on as interview. Karinsu, apparently they're saying you move over.
Is he AFK?
I'm
What's
moving.
going on?
I'm being moved.
Nope, they're
There
signing
we
now.
go.
Spectator, there we go.
There we go. Very simple fixes.
Yeah, I love you, but you're bringing me down.
What?
No. Everyone's lobby did not have this mess. It is just something. ENC Man's now telling it chat American by the way. So that's
Oh, he's
He
definitely
That
watching
is
moving
TV.
the
you
third
2
correction
times.
on the stream.
third
Uh,
on stream actually.
Just to make it clear.
Fake news. Fake news.
It is indeed the fakest of news.
So. Oh, I need
50 minute and counting.
Dabba-dee, dabba-doo.
I'd like to bring up some stats from last game. Apple Slice had 32,000 damage, while the rest of the team only combined for 16k. So, Apple with the Camille was the damage dealing carry. And now it appears that all teams are in their respective positions. Please let us not have a pro draft.
I understand. You're very angry. Let it happen. Same people.
Again, this stream has been brought to you by Wayne State. No sponsors.
We
And
will
I'm pretty
get-
sure, does Matt Anthony close at 10?
Matt Anthony's will close in about 2 minutes.
if it were open in the first place.
Oh, right. It might not have been open.
We see one R in the chat. That's a T. That is in fact a T in the chat.
We have all these R's in chat. Where's the S in chat?
I don't believe anyone is very sad about anything. So I do not believe we should have any Fs.
What? Wait, sorry,
Sorry.
English?
T is R. Funny language. The R is silent, of course. Now they're saying he's European, even though we have
Fake
3
news.
accounts of American. Now we are in the bans. Finally, let's get some good games. Set being banned out first.
Interesting. On the side of Wayne State.
Fiora being banned out. That is the second Fiora ban we see in this whole tournament. I believe it'll be very foolish of Ferris if they do not ban out the Camille. Mastery being banned out. The pub stomper is no longer with us.
We have not seen Master Yi play. It's very
No,
unfortunate.
we have
Yes.
Unfortunate that we will not be seeing it going forward in our last.
Evelyn being banned out. They respect Azuri's Evelyn.
Does that mean we're gonna have to see the Warwick come out again?
I hopefully would want to see something other than a Warwick.
Well, I hope you're crossing your fingers.
Sophia being banned out.
Okay.
I have heard from the Wayne State team that their mid lane is their top carry. Aatrox being banned out. Apple did say Aatrox is his favorite champion to play. Again, and we see the first pick Leona.
Securing the Leona.
We'll see. Wayne State is known to last pick the top laner. So we'll see if Ferris picks up a Camille or any good dueling top laners to go against Apple. Ashe being picked up, so we have one global ult. Thresh! Finally!
Hey, you called it. Didn't you call it game 1?
I called it. We would see a Thresh, and I did say I would donate 20 bits, but unfortunately we are not affiliate.
First, you said you wanted to see. Second, it was
I did.
200 bits. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. Regardless,
More
we still do
correction.
not have affiliate.
This is the chat of corrections.
minor corrections, no big.
Minor corrections, we're still not affiliate. Yasuo being picked up. We will see the 1v9 specialist out.
Let's hope to see that. Let's hope that Short does in fact get some big plays out of this.
I don't know, I may be a Wayne State student, but I have favor going to Ferris because of the Thresh pick. I am a Thresh main in heart. And a Varus being picked up, so a different bot lane already.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we've seen Caitlyn every single game from bot,
I
right?
believe not.
What was the second game on Saturday? I think it changed,
I
right?
do not
Maybe.
remember. We have a Hecarim being picked up in the jungle. I am a Hecarim main also
Oh,
when
boy.
I'm in the jungle, so that's 2 of my favorite champions on the side of Ferris.
Are you gonna say every character?
Camille
is
being
your
picked-
main?
With the rework, he takes people to Shadow Realm now, right?
No, that is
Oh, am I
Mordekaiser.
getting mixed up? Mordekaiser, okay.
We do see a Camille ban here, so they did target that Camille in the second half of the banning.
I would like to ask real quick before the next ban. Are you just maining everyone?
No, in support I main Thresh. In jungle I main Hecarim. So we see a Orianna ban here, another one targeting the mid laner, while we see a Jax ban on the top side.
Oh, and the Camille
Un-
ban.
and a Diana ban. So that is 3 mid laners banned on the side of Wayne State. I will note that Diana can be flexed into the jungle.
Yep. So they're both banning towards the opponent's Drakes because we have 3. Is that 3? No, 4. 4 top laners banned against Wayne State.
Hecarim can be played topside. That is an important thing to note. Ches in 0 picks the Dr. Mundo. So that is a Hecarim jungle Mundo top. Mundo will have incredible health regeneration, so we will have to see an early executioners from the top laner. Maybe Wingsu will go for a knockup champion to help. That is a Warwick. Alright, I expect to see at least one knockup champion for top lane to aid with the Yasuo. I will note I do play Warwick in the jungle when Hecarim is not up. And I don't know, but as a that is a apple sliced Darius.
You
You
said
did
you're
see
looking
he
for a
did get
knockup?
solo killed by the Malphite. Darius does have a slight knockup with his apprehend. That is a very tiny. With the last Ferris State University will hit. Malphite. Oh, we see this. Malphite was the first one to get a soul kill on Darius, so Apples might be having flashbacks of that. Up and appears the game was stopped. A person in FSU left the game. This has to be a fine.
Oh my. Unfortunately, we cannot be doing fines. Kind of sucks.
Whoa. I believe that was a fine going to Rolly as well.
Wow. Well, it did make sense that they didn't choose a character, because DC.
I mean, they did pick the Malphite, but was it a panic pick?
I don't know. It seemed like it was on 0 for a while, and it was not a personal pick and more of a,
We will get this issue resolved. We are back to the game.
And
I believe it'll be the same picks. I will note that although we are not sponsored, I do love me some Arnold Palmer.
I thought you were gonna say Pepsi.
It would be very scammy if it were different picks. A convenient wink wink DC. But that's not happening.
Hey,
We're all banning the same champions here.
It's looking good.
Yeah, it looks like they're following. That's good. Good sportsmanship.
Think what I could offer.
Because of what happened here, I do believe a pro draft would have been better. Sadly, enough for me to say.
Woman's left unsatisfied.
Can't be just knocking on pro draft and then say it's better.
Oh, they're just picking. Okay, that makes much more sense.
Appears that they were doing a pro draft in League of Legends client.
In client pro draft.
Oh wait, that is. What?
Wait, that's not right.
That is a
different character.
That is a different mid laner.
That's not fair to Wayne
Can we get a replay? What was the mid laner before?
For you to be better.
We had the Hecarim, we had the
Angry.
let me at him.
Or can we get something on that?
I don't know. Not sure what's going on.
Pick a mid laner? I don't recall.
I think the last person was picking mid.
Yes. But
And I
this-
think
So
now
the
they're just
Malphite
going
was
down
the
the
mid
line.
pick. Thresh, Ashe, Vel'Koz, Hecarim, Malphite. Huh.
Unless Vel'Koz was the mid pick, and I was envisioning Malphite was the last pick.
Well, Malphite's top lane.
Well, yeah, I'm saying was Malphite like the last pick
Oh, okay.
for them? I think I got it all mixed up, and it was just NA casting. So nothing to be had here. Appears that all is fair,
Okay.
and no fines are to be given.
You keep talking about fines. We aren't Riot.
There has
I've
to be a
got-
disciplinary action.
But Riot, would you please sponsor us, please?
Bring out the banhammer.
I will not be bringing out the banhammer as it is very heavy and I'm very weak.
Now, will we have started a game and no accidental misclicks to exit? It appears that we are going to be in game with a 3-minute delay.
Very nice. Interesting that.
So the Vel'Koz pick. How do we think the range is going to work out in favor in mid? Does Yasuo
Well-
struggle to get in with the Vel'Koz?
Well, Vel'Koz will be able to proc the Yasuo shield, but if Yasuo gets in close against the Vel'Koz and Vel'Koz doesn't hit that knockup, that'll be a pretty damaged Vel'Koz and we'll probably lose the trade. But we will see what happens.
What are your thoughts
I-
on Opathius going with Varus instead of Caitlyn?
They're going. There's a different pick to be had. Varus will be more of a ability based champion, stacking up 3 of that passive and hitting with that massive Q that will just instantly delete. Probably Ashe and Vel'Koz.
So do you
But-
think it was a counter pick?
Not really, because Varus was the first pick in the bot. No, it was the first 2 picks of Wayne State.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ashe will scale better though. Ashe does have a global ult. Vel'Koz will have a pretty good teamfight ult. So overall, Malphite will be looking to assassinate that Varus with his APR and just make it a 5v4. You have to be worried about, since I main Thresh, so if I was Wayne State, I would have to pay attention to that Thresh level 2. Level 2 is once Thresh gets all that enough power to do a 2v2 bot lane and win. I expect Thresh to have a Ignite and start E.
Oh, before it was a Mundo.
Oh,
earlier
yes.
It was
in
a
the game.
Mundo.
That's
Mundo.
right.
Mundo jungle.
So I do believe there could be some miscommunication and or other dastardly intentions.
I'm going to choose to believe that there are not dastardly intentions, as that is mean-spirited and not with this are nice. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Things
here.
are to be considered here.
Yeah. Okay.
I personally do not know. Probably there's no impact in the draft at all or any team comps, but that is still one champion that did not get picked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we are going in.
Unless both captains of the team had communication of this mistake,
Which is entirely possible.
we will get hopefully a player interview about that. So
2 and 2
as we
for
see
skins, right?
here, yep. Now we're just loading in. Great, can we get that top part fixed now?
I did in fact fix it. Just
Yes,
so you know.
there we go. My eyes will finally like not go towards that area every time.
I apologize. I didn't realize it was such a bad thing for you.
Sorry, I want things to look even.
Okay.
So here we have a massive ping. It looks like it's gonna be an invade. Both teams are matched towards the bot side. Will we get a
Let's
one
go.
5-on-5 level 1? They are doing the death brush strat while FSU will be going for the bottom.
Still
It
trying.
looks like they're going the long way around. It was weird they did not place a ward there. If Wayne State gets out and does not go as a team, this will be a death. Looks like they are gonna cheese this. We have an interesting game here, the last game of the tournament. If Malphite backs here, that's still 4. That's still 4. Careful, you better place a ward there. You better place a ward there. You better place a ward there. That's a caught Varus. That should be a dead Varus. Mistake there. They were waiting for an invade, but they did not ward that bottom brush. So now that's a free red buff. Thresh did use Ignite. League team here. I think that was a slight miscalculation of the invade routes. And so that's a 0-1 Varus. That death will mean almost nothing. That's just a slight advantage to who got the kill here. Let me check. A slight advantage to the Hecarim. Start right now. Darius does have a level 2. One level advantage over the Malphite. 12 CS is 3. Thresh does have level 2, but he has any opportunity to do a level 2 all in. That's actually the right call for Thresh to not look for a level 2 all in. But it looks like it's gonna be a level 2 all in. Varus gets hooked. Heal used by Varus. That's a very low Varus. As I said, the level 2 from the Thresh is incredibly strong.
Looks like we have a Warwick going to make a play for top lane.
Anything will be hatched there. That is still Malphite with the passive now.
Oh, and an ult? Well, no, it's not an ult. That's just chasing.
It's level 3. It looks like it's gonna be a dive at level 3. That's a flash out by the Malphite.
No.
But that's a very low Warwick. But nothing will be a follow up. That is just a flash wasted by top lane. I don't think that was necessary, but we have to respect the apprehend from Darius there. That could have turned the fight around, but that's just a Warwick going for our back. He will probably finish, or at least get second part of his jungle item. Yes, it'll be a Ruby Crystal and a ward. Warwick here. I mean, Hecarim invading the bot side jungle. No Raptors are up. Rappers just spawned and he places a ward. So they will see if Warwick goes for this. Those wolves are darn fast, but no, Sazuri going for a indirect jungle path. I think he knew that the Hecarim was at his Raptor, so he'll instead just go for the top scuttle. Hecarim going to his blue side. They should also see his CS advantage, so Sazuri should know what camps that the Hecarim taken from him. far, everything appears to be tame. Slight gold advantage. Not slight, that's incredible gold advantage on the side of the top lane. While we see in the bot lane, Ashe does have a CS advantage. Warwick again going top. They're trying to kill this Malphite. That's a flash by Sazuri, getting the scare. That should be a dead Malphite, but tanks a tower shot, so that's a 1-for-1. Aggressive play there by Sazuri, but it's actually an even trade. Yasuo getting hit by the knockup, and that's going to be a Hecarim knockback. Tries to dash it, but that's an ult onto the Vel'Koz. Yasuo trying to dash, but that nowhere to go, and that's a kill onto the Yasuo by the Vel'Koz. Hecarim did use Ghost there. We see this advantage starting to snowball a little in the early part of the game. This is gonna be an early dragon.
And I don't see any vision, so I'm not sure if Wayne State knows what's going on.
Look on the power zoning of this Thresh. They're afraid to get hooked, so they're playing a little bit back. Items now. So Zuri back. He only has a Boomy Cinder. While if Hecarim backs here, he'll have a full item. I feel like Sazuri needs to abandon the top side of the map, as Apple Slice has a good advantage over the Malphite. Should try to kill the bot lane and take out some of the pressure that they have and help Sazuri being spotted out by the Hecarim. They have the top scuttle control now. Yasuo though, pushing back to midway, making sure he has prio just in case anything happens. Malphite going for an invade on the enemy jungle, looking probably to kill the Yasuo. Sazuri's at Gromp here. It looks like it's going to be a two-man go at
And
top.
Warwick might be backing.
Warwick is backing. He sees this, but he thinks nothing because this is just no engage to be had here. With Darius about to stack full passives, misapprehend, so nothing will happen. I think this is good play there, but Hecarim should have not stayed. Continue farming his camps. Here's Yasuo going in on the Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz misses the Q. That's one passive away from bonus damage, but no, that's just a good poke. Or a good dueling. Here we see the bot lane finally backing, able to get a good reset off. Varus taking his time buying items. As we see here, that is a almost 20 gold advantage on the side of Ashe. We see the gold differential here. FSU will have a, give me a moment here, bad math, NA math.
Wow.
A 1.3. No, God.
It's changing too fast.
1.1. NA math. Darius pushing his advantage. Rolly spawning up the pink ward bot side, clearing out some vision. Warwick will be able to do a gank bot side now. Looking to get a deep ward into the enemy jungle so they can see where the Hecarim will be going. Good tower plate taken by the Darius, so he has more gold than this Malphite. We see 3 members of FSU stacking bot side with the enemy duo and, well, not enemy, the FSU duo along with the jungler. They have a ward down, so this should be, if Hecarim does come to gank, they'll see it fast and be able to back off.
Yep, we're seeing a lot of pings from Wayne State. I think they know what's going on.
That's good idea by them. Darius missing another apprehend. Hecarim taking the bot side scuttle. Securing more vision for their side there. They cleared almost all of Wayne State's ward coverage bot side, except for that one in the enemy blue, but that's an Ash arrow hitting the Leona. That should be a dead Leona. A nice ult by the Varus, making sure that the Hecarim doesn't hit. That's an ult in by Hecarim. Does come in, but the tower does not do enough damage and Hecarim survives. A good roam by the FSU mid laner. Getting that ult off, damaging Leona so Leona wouldn't have survived. That was a good ult by the Varus, stopping the Hecarim from knocking back the Leona, giving a few extra seconds. But now here's the enemy bot lane, pressuring the Varus to get out the tower, and there should be free plates. So they're pinging the Herald. That's wanting to get something out of that exchange. Fighting here. Yasuo dashes in, gets a knockup on Vel'Koz, but no ult. Look at all this ward coverage they have. They see
watch out for the Hecarim.
The Hecarim is a little bit back. Thresh just clearing the ward, no fight there. Tazuri taking that Herald, at least getting something out of it. That Herald's gonna go towards the Darius, helping us push. Darius right now is up 2 tower plates. Malphite will have TP in a, Vel'Koz. No wait, no, it is the Malphite TP will be up in several seconds here. But that is another Drake going to the side of FSU. A quite early lead here. And Ashe Carol coming in again. There's the ult by Leona, but that should be a dead Varus, not respecting the Ashe engage. But that is a top turret, and it looks like it will be a Malphite death. It will be a Malphite death going to Tazuri. But that Malphite, Scuttle will keep going in. That will be another turret heavily damaged. This could be 2 turrets. Malphite did ult. Okay. But that was 1 kill and a dragon for 2 turrets topside. Darius can now do a lot of roaming, help the bot side. That is a Trinity Force at 12 minutes. They see this Hecarim. Looks like they want to fight this. They shouldn't, because there's a Vel'Koz that can easily ult.
Oh!
Yasuo still doesn't have the damage left. Ults the Hecarim trying to get a kill, but nothing happens. And so that is 2 kills going over to FSU. Malphite did use TP though, so that TP's down. See the kills here. 7 kills inside FSU, 2 kills for Wayne State.
Even for gold.
Down. Gold though looks right about even because of the massive gold advantage Darius had, as well as the turrets that died. This is gonna be quite a steep hill Wayne State will have to climb. Even though their golds are even, that is still a lot of team buffs. Rolly missing the E on the Thresh.
I saw that and I'm like, he's gonna call him out for it again.
I did hear that Rolly is having slight internet problems, so and I quote from his team, he was DC the whole entire time. Looks like this Thresh again hits the slow on the R, hits the E finally, but that's a flash on Thresh. That's an exhaust from Rolly. This could be a dead Thresh. It is a dead Thresh going to the Darius, but now they're picking Ashe to get back. That's 3 strong laners coming to bot side. That was tons of resources expended by Wayne State. That was Leona R, Varus R, and Darius. Actually, nothing from Darius. They pinged his ult. They pinged his ult, but he did not use his ult. That was an exhaust used though. So this could be another tower. So Wayne State, even though they don't have the dragons, they are taking these objectives. the towers, making sure, giving Wayne State the flexibility to invade now, to do team invades into the enemy jungle. What would be big if Wayne State takes down that middle turret. Once that middle turret goes down, that is so much free area that Wayne State can go.
Mm-hmm.
FSU responding with a mid turret, but that's a good flash by Darius. Gets hit by the Ashe ult, though, and that's a good win while blocking the Thresh Q, but it should not matter. In overall fights, FSU is just outright outplaying them. We have to give time for the Yasuo to build up items to be the threat that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Varus still has not completed an item, while Ashe is on her Bork. Oh, it appears the overlay is backwards.
Oh no.
But that was big. We can leave that up, honestly. Looks like they're not going to contest this tower. Actually, they stopped their backs. Looks like they might actually contest this tower.
Oh, we have a 2v1 in bot lane, possibly? No.
Leona. Okay. That happened. Leona misses the E, but Ashe flashes anyway. So I would consider that a successful E. But Varus, it's alone in tower, gets hit by the Q and just gets immediately ulted. Uses flash. Ults the Vel'Koz. They are not respecting the damage of Vel'Koz at all. He should have just backed off from that tower once they saw the Vel'Koz. They even had a ward there. Wayne State though, they looks like they have prior over drag. They should start this soon, or else FSU can be able to regroup and do a 5-on-5 on Dragon. It looks like they are gonna start Dragon. Having some advanced wards there by the Leona. Varus though is backing. This will be a 4-on-5. Ashe ult blocks. I mean, not the Ashe ult, but the Yasuo. Looks like they're going for a fight. That's a dead Hecarim, but that's still a fresh Yasuo doing tons of damage. Ashe is dead now, and this could be a free Drake. Warwick is just going in. That's another ult from the Vel'Koz. Kills the Warwick, but Darius is here for the cleanup. He has support in the side of Varus, but Varus is low. 1 Q would kill, but that was a successful fight by Wayne State. 4 for 2 and a dragon. And this should be a tower too. Wayne State,
Pushing
even though
tower
they're
top
behind,
3-5.
they are making the playmaking. It looks like when mid-game hits, that's when their playmaking brains go on.
I think I'm seeing light bulbs.
Yep, it appears that we have the Edison light bulb finally working. And it shows right now, Wayne State will have a 1k gold advantage. That is at least an item now. We see Varus here finally completing that Umbral Glaive. Glaive. But that does not take away from the fact that Ashe still has a massive CS advantage.
Ooh.
FSU opting to take the Herald though, but there are 2 members of Wayne State. But that's 2-on-5 so far. Yasuo's late, their whole team's late. I don't know why they took that so early.
Oh.
Their whole team was not ready for that, and they just got wombo comboed.
Varus is definitely keeping up in the game.
There's still part of the map showing. Please fix on the overlay. But there's a Herald. Oh, sad. But that is a 5-man top with Herald. Wayne State will have to answer this with 5 of their own. It appears that 5 is not needed. as they do kill the Herald. Tons of damage being dealt to the top lane tier 2.
Very nice.
And Herald will be, I mean, not Herald, Baron Nashor, Big Nash itself, coming in soon. Wayne State, still, minor goal advantage, 0.7. Look at this ward management, though, by Wayne State. All those freshly placed wards by FSU, all of them are gone now, except for the one at the top brush. The items here. Varus still item behind. A close item behind, at least. Darius has that stance now, so he could be tanking a little bit more damage-wise. Looks like they're going for a Baron play. Will it be a convert? It is a Baron play. They are starting Baron. That Baron's going down quick, though.
Well,
Wayne State is responding with all their 5s. Wayne State should take time. Let them take Baron first, though. That's a hook onto the Leona. Nothing much coming out of it. Windwall blocks 2 of the Doghouse abilities, but not the ult. But that is a clean fight by Wayne State. Looking like a clean fight so far. Darius threatening the Thresh. That's a double kill by the Yasuo. And ult on the Malphite. Not the Malphite, but the Thresh by the Darius. And now that's a Baron taken by Wayne State, cleaning up the fight. Wayne State learned from their mistake earlier, this time waiting until all their members are ready. And then they pulled the trigger, went for it, and look what happened. A 2 for 5 and Baron. Seems from the sums. Ignite was used by the Thresh. Appears to be Flash was used by the Thresh. And the Vel'Koz barrier was used. So all in all, it was a pretty good fight by Wayne State.
Mm-hmm. And they were able to take that buff to push in their mid lane, which is probably Ferris's strongest lane so far.
Yes. Here again, Wayne State pushing up. Although their whole team is not there, they have to worry about the Ashe ult. That Ashe ult has been a key initiator in, I believe, 40% of their fights. And all those times Ashe ulted, it resulted in a kill. They're starting up Dragon now, though. All of Wayne State's here with fresh Baron buffs. Leona going in. Exhausted the Malphite so the ult doesn't do as much damage. We have the Warwick tearing up the back line while all the front lines focusing on the Hecarim. Double ult by the Yasuo. That is a clean fight. I believe this is game for Wayne State. They have Baron buff and a minion wave pushing mid.
20 seconds till the nearest champion respawns for Ferris.
Yep. That Baron buff will come in, saving the cannon minion. It'll tank a few more shots. They have a minion wave. They have tanky frontliners. That's their whole team. No one in Wayne State died. Thresh is up. Ashe is up. Will they able to do something? Immediate ult by Varus, blocking out the team. Wayne State should back unless they want to do another 5v5 fight here. Looks like they're going to opt in to back out, instead taking away those 2 Nexus turrets. Ult by the Leona, making sure that there's no one to follow. But Hecarim, don't forget, he's a speedy speed boy. Delaying time, Yasuo backs with the Baron. Although it looks like Ferris will be able to get back their map control. We have to remember that there is now empowered minion waves going down mid. That is a consistent Thresh. Yasuo looking to 1v2 initially, but now it's a 1v3. Ashe Arrow! It looked like it's not going to hit, but still the wind wall came up, blocking the Ashe Arrow, so nothing comes up. BM in the Twitch chat here. Toon Squad saying this Optos guy is not good. Dang. Twitch chat savage. But now here's Baby Rage FG saying orthodontist is popping off. State here, securing vision into their jungle now. They are renting real estate into the mines of FSU.
Borrowing that red buff.
Yes.
Oh, we have a fight.
Oh, there's a death brush. That's a dead Hecarim. It is a dead Hecarim. Leona hitting the E in the Vel'Koz. That's a 2 ult by Darius. That's fresh ults. That's a dead Thresh now. That's a triple kill by the Darius. That is a dunk, dunk, dunk. Ash is there. That's nearly a dead Ash. Oh, that's a DC by the Hecarim. This appears to be game. Quadra kill. He's gonna look for the Penta. Is the team gonna die for the Penta to end the tournament?
Oh.
No. No Penta to end the tournament. But that is game for Wayne State University. 21-17. Ending off with a death brush. And Wayne State proving that they are the undisputed second place. Let me tell you what, casters, that was a very hype game.
That was awesome towards the end there.
That was an incredibly hype game, I will admit. Let me see. Any closing statements while I try to get a player interview?
Only thing I can say here, it was a solid showing from both teams. Ferris State, you know, proving that they are still a threat and able to make early game plays to get that early advantage. But those plays around Baron, those plays around Dragon gave Wayne State the snowball stopper they needed, and they just turned that snowball right back up the hill, and that thing just started gaining more snow, and eventually winning the game.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to see. I like to see the energy in this game. It reminded me a lot of the game we saw on Saturday, and it was really close to call until towards the end there. And like you said, you can definitely see Wayne State, they start clutching it out towards those later game plays, the mid to late game plays. They were able to make a few team fights turn in their favor, and then turn that into the snowball that got them to their victory.
This just in, I have obtained a player interview. So,
Player interview.
are you guys ready for the interview? Cool.
Yes,
There he
who is the
It is
who is
going
the
to be
selected
Short,
person?
our mid laner.
Short.
Welcome.
Hey,
Welcome back to the commentary desk, Short.
What's up? This is my first time here. I don't know why I'm getting welcome back.
It seemed like you had an early disgraceful exit, but proving once again that you indeed belong up here. So, welcome to the desk. And how was that game? How did it feel?
The game felt pretty slow at first. We were just trying to gain control early, but we were unable to do that. We were struggling a little bit. I definitely was struggling myself in mid, but I think through our objective play and our grouping, we were able to come with the victory.
One thing that we did notice was that you weren't really, or at least in the beginning, you weren't really winning the team fights. You weren't kind of getting that, but you did get that massive 2 turret on top. Do you think that really turned around the game for you guys?
Yeah, that Rift Herald play top lane did allow us to bring back the gold deficit between the teams and help us get some parts of our items and power spike a little bit more. Definitely helped me because I got more into my IE. So that's a huge power spike for Yasuo.
It also looked like the Varus was down like 1 item for most of the game. Do you think that played a role in most of your team fighting? You know, you have to play around that Varus is not as strong as he should be right now against
To
that
be
Ashe.
honest, not really. I'm sorry for cutting you off. To be
No,
honest,
that's
not
fine.
really, as we pretty much just tried to go with Darius frontlining and then hopefully me trying to get into the back line, like with Warwick too. Like we were really just looking to get Vel'Koz and Ashe in those fights, as my win wall, like, because once Malphite ults in and he's followed up by Thresh, I can just win wall everything from Ashe and Vel'Koz, and then we can try to get knockups on them so I can ult back in there, and then Warwick can ult back in there. That was our main goal, is just kill those two.
Yeah, it looked like the wind wall was playing an incredible part because it blocked most of the Vel'Koz's kit, blocking the Q and blocking the W,
Okay, well,
or the knockup.
I also have a player interview with Apple Slice, our
Apple
top.
slice again. Huh?
I'd like to thank you for
Very
joining us.
Hunky and
Short.
sexy.
And have a good celebration. I'll be dragging in Apple in
Thank
just a
you.
second. Hello, and welcome to the Analyst Caster Desk. How do you feel that you did that game?
I think I played pretty well. I think the whole team played pretty well. You know, it's a team effort.
It was a team effort, as we saw. You guys were kind of behind early. The early playmaking of Ferris did play a part. Did give them a very decent advantage in objectives, but you guys just. How was the macro? It was the macro that turned up those fights around.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we had really, really good shot calls. We followed the plays correctly. We executed well, and we knew that even if we were behind early, we still had the macro.
Yeah, speaking
the
of
shot caller?
behind early, we saw that you did have that 2-turret play on top. Was that
yes.
pre-planned, or obviously it came with the moment? How did that happen?
We saw them. We saw the rest of them on the bot side, so we all dove Malphite, and then no one was there to answer the herald, so we just went for a second plate, a second turret.
Very cool, very cool. Well, are there... Zach, Isaiah, any other questions?
Zach.
No. Camille, how did Apple? How did you feel about the Camille being banned there? Were you feeling uncomfortable with the Darius, or were you just as comfortable in that play? It didn't seem after that 2-tower on top. It didn't seem like you were on the wrong foot, but I was just kind of curious to see how it felt from your end.
They banned out my forward champs that I play, so I definitely had to pick out a reserved pick, the Darius, and but I was happy to run it back, Darius versus Malphite matchup, the one I lost the last game.
Yeah, it was interesting to see that play out again, but this time you were able to turn it around.
Yeah, I was able to get a big CS lead, and then I was able to impact the map a lot more.
Yeah.
Make the plays.
Well,
Very cool.
great game. You can go... I'll drag you back to your celebrations. Thanks for the interview. Are there any closing remarks?
He was about to say thank you, then you just kicked him out.
Okay. You know what? Lots of mistakes happen. Okay.
Lots of thanks to you, Apple. It was great.
We love you, Apple. Any closing remarks about the tournament? Doesn't have to be just about this game.
From my point of view, this was an amazing event because it showcased all of the skills of each individual college, and I see this as a big. This came up because of the recent COVID-19 pandemic, but I feel could be a yearly thing that could happen because of our attendance and the participation we got.
Yeah,
It was definitely really fun to see all the colleges engage in something that's not necessarily officially run. It was really cool to see that everyone was just getting together to enjoy playing these two games.
Yeah, I'm excited for more in the future, as well as maybe expanding it to other games, as well as more colleges. Any comments? Anything? Nothing? Shoutouts?
Just want to say thanks for bringing me on here. I know I'm normally not here for League of Legends, but it was really fun to watch some college level play, and I definitely learned a few things myself.
Awesome. Well, Isaiah?
My throat hurts, but I do want to give a special shout out to Loyola. I want you guys in this tournament.
Well, we will reach out to them next time. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for coming out. We really do appreciate it. We'll hope to have another one on maybe next year, maybe sooner. But thank you all for coming out. Thank you for supporting us all. And good games to everyone who played. played.